It wasn't until two identical girls appeared right in front of him that the CEO finally realized the truth. The woman from his past hadn't just had one child, she'd actually given birth to twins. At that same moment, the woman watching the scene unfold finally put the pieces together. The person who had taken her child all those years ago was the very same man she'd had a one-night stand with. Naturally, a massive argument erupted between them right then and there. Both were desperate to take the two children and leave. But suddenly, the two little girls split apart. One clung tightly to the woman, refusing to go anywhere without her mother. The other held onto the CEO just as tightly, insisting on going home with her father. With no other choice, the CEO and the woman decided to leave with the child they had each raised, while secretly planning how to take the other daughter back. But what they didn't realize was that the two girls had already secretly swapped places. Before parting ways, the sisters even shared a knowing, silent look. As it turns out, the two girls had accidentally crossed paths on their way to school just a few days earlier. Seeing their identical faces, they realized almost instantly that they had to be twins. That's when the mischievous younger sister came up with a wild idea. Why not swap identities? So she went home with the CEO when he came to pick her up, and she quickly discovered that life with her father was actually a lot of fun. Meanwhile, the older sister went home with her mother, finally experiencing the maternal love she'd been longing for her entire life. The very next day, the older sister even requested a transfer to her original kindergarten. Thinking her naughty daughter had just gotten into another playground scuffle, the mother didn't think much of it and agreed to the transfer. She had no idea that this was all part of the girl's master plan. When the CEO and the woman both showed up at the school to pick up their respective daughters, they finally realized the truth about the second child. But with neither parent willing to back down in a looming custody battle, the two girls knew what they had to do. They wanted both their mom and their dad. So they silently moved on to step 2 of their plan, bringing their parents back together. The only problem? The CEO and the woman were acting like sworn enemies. The CEO immediately began using his massive corporate influence to crush the woman's company, but she refused to back down. Instead, she hired a top-tier lawyer and filed a massive lawsuit. Even though the CEO was putting immense pressure on her business, he was at a huge disadvantage in court due to that child abduction incident from years ago. Left with no other options, the CEO was forced to visit the woman at her home to ask for a truce. But as you might expect, another explosive argument broke out. Right then, the older sister started crying, claiming her hand was in terrible pain. Seeing this, both parents rushed over to comfort her, but the little girl seized the moment, pulling their hands together as hard as she could.